Hello, family. Today we are having a real talk. We are having a candid conversation. We are talking anemia. I have featured anemia in most of my videos because I have gone through anemia and I always remind people to check their anemia and their hemoglobin level. Today I'm doing this video because we are mourning a legend, we are mourning a servant of God, we are mourning a woman of faith, we are mourning a woman that has very much spread the gospel of Jesus. She has been preaching through her songs. She has been preaching through helping people who are needy. She has been preaching through forgiveness, forgiving people who wronged her. She has been preaching, even taking care of her family. And to be honest, since that lady passed on, Betty Bayo, I have never known peace till today. I've been praying a lot too, because I feel that conviction. I feel that I very much need to talk about this issue again. I feel it like a burden on me to talk about anemia even again and again. And I very much wish that you share this video so that many women and men can watch this video. Many women and men can share this video with their loved ones, and this information can get to as many people as possible. Because as I have always told you in my previous videos, people are going through anemia without knowing it. Most people have anemia, but they do not know that they are going through anemia. And that is the case with our sister Betty Bayo. She has been struggling with anemia. Okay, from the people who are around her, the circle around her, they are saying that she only got ill for 2 weeks, which is very confusing to us, okay? But they also say that they observed that she was very weak in recent days. That every time they met, maybe for a meeting, maybe they met for chamas, she would request them to let her rest for some hours. And those statements are, they're disturbing, because how I know myself is that the people around me, I don't have a very big circle, but the people around me know me, and they know when I'm not okay, and they can tell that there's something amiss when I behave any way different. Now, they are saying that Betty would request them to let her relax and she would sleep when they are going on with their businesses. You get what I'm saying? Okay, how I wish I knew Betty. How I wish I was one of those people who are around her. Because with the experience I have, with the experience I've gone through, I would have noted that she's not okay. And my first observation would be that she's anemic, because that is how anemia does. Those are the signs that tells you your blood is very much low. You feel weak. Even your own child, you cannot lift even your own child. You feel like you want to lay down anywhere and sleep. You feel you don't have any strength to stand, to talk, to eat. You lack strength. And that is the case. And those are the symptoms Betty had. And that was earlier, okay? It has been a long time, according to what they're telling us. Now, my sisters, I'm talking to you, and my brothers. The other symptom that Betty had is that she was bleeding. Anytime her periods came, they would come very heavily, and they would even extend the days. If she had 4 days period, that period would extend for more days than 5 days. Okay. Now, thinking about that story and the way they are explaining to us, knowledge is power. If you don't have knowledge, if you've not gone through this a situation that will make you learn, because most of the hard situations we go through, what they do is they leave us very knowledgeable. They leave us with a lot of wisdom. Yes, you go through that problem and it is a challenge, and maybe it's a health challenge, maybe it's a marriage, issue. Going through that problem leaves you very, very sharp and very knowledgeable and with a lot of wisdom. What do I want to say today? Because this video is not planned. It's a conviction. It's like I have lacked peace. Even when I was in church, I was like, when will this service end? I need to do this video because I need to talk to someone. My sister, if you're having prolonged periods, if you're having headaches, recurring headaches, if you feel weak, okay? If you feel like your heart is that feeling when your heart is beating more than it does, you feel like your heart is beating. You're not supposed to feel your heart beating, okay? So when you feel like palpitation, exactly, when you feel like your heart is beating and you can feel it, okay? That's a sign of anemia and lack of blood. Now, you can check with your palm, okay? Your palm. If you see your palm is very pale, like it's whitish, okay? When you check your palm and see that you don't have the, the reddish lines, or your palm is very pale and whitish, that's a sign of anemia. If your fingernails, okay, they are curved, okay, what they say is you can check with a drop of water. If you drop a drop of water here and it stays there, when you have anemia, your nails tend to have a curve shape here on top. They get curvy, okay? And your nails are very weak and they are brutal. They are they they have like they are peeling, okay? If you drop a drop of water here and it stands there, that's a sign of anemia. If your nails are white, they don't have the living color that we have. If they are white and very, you can tell your nails are white and alarming, that is a sign of anemia, okay? If you are losing hair, you know, just like losing hair, that is a sign of anemia. You can check with your eyes, right? If you check inside your eye and you see that, especially closer to your eyelid, you are very white, you don't see any bloody veins, that is a sign of anemia, my sister, my brother. Okay, now, getting very weak, feeling very weak, like your body is completely weak, that is a sign of anemia. You can wake up in the morning and you don't feel like doing anything. You have all the chores waiting for you right there. You have very important issues to deal with and to accomplish, but you feel that like you don't have any strength. That is a sign of anemia. If your skin has changed, if you see that you look very pale, your skin has changed, you don't have that glow, that the shine that ladies have, or men, okay? If you see your skin is very pale and it's not glowing like glowing, okay, that is a sign of anemia. I went through all that, and that is what started with me, because I had those prolonged periods. I was bleeding. I would bleed anytime. Maybe my periods would skip with 2 weeks and then they are back. Okay. Now, I was dealing with uterine fibroids, okay? And the fibroids, after biopsy, they determined that I had the fibroids, and the only option I had was hysterectomy, removal of my uterus. And I talked to my family, and I prayed to God so much, because I felt like that is an escape route that God has given me to save my life. Because if I had chosen, people say that when your uterus is removed, you go straight to menopause and all that. They're scaring you. If God has opened a way, an escape route to save your life, go for it. Okay? Now, in Betty's case, they are saying that it was leukemia. Okay? And it was discovered at a very late stage. But my sister, I want to talk to you, because your body speaks to you. Our body speaks to us. You can listen to your body, and your body will tell you everything is not all right. You will have those headaches, okay? You will see the bleeding. Exactly. When you see that you have prolonged periods, what exactly is causing that problem? Why don't you go to a hospital? Go for checkup. Okay, go to the big hospitals, the government hospitals, the public hospitals. That is where specialists are. Even if you have money, I would very much advise you to go to a public hospital, because that is where you'll get all the you know the all the checkups that need to be done. You have knowledgeable doctors. You have very experienced doctors that will check on you and determine the underlying cause of your bleeding. Because when you're out there, you need to listen to your body. You need to listen to what your body is telling you. There are those, signs that your body shows. Okay? There are those feelings that you feel and tell that your body is not okay. Those cravings. If you're craving for chalks, you're craving for sand and stones. Okay? You're craving for ice. You are craving for inaudible items. Please. You are craving for, things that are not even eatable. That's an alarming sign. Your hemoglobin level is not okay. Now you say, if our sister Betty Bayo had the knowledge, if only she knew that the bleeding she was having would cause some even worse problems in her health, she would have gone for checkups. They would determine what is causing the blood, the bleeding at first. What was causing the bleeding? Okay. Now, coming to the leukemia, I don't know much about leukemia. But all I can say is there's no way you can live without the signs. There must be those signs that came. I am heartened talking about Betty, because the news came online that she has gone. She has been preaching to me through her songs. She was a woman filled with wisdom. She was preaching the gospel of Christ all through the world through her songs. She has gone through a lot of issues and problems that are very relatable to my life. She has gone through marriages that did not work, abuse in marriage, torture, mental torture. She has gone through that. I have gone through that. And she came out very strong. She has gone through health issues, just like I did. And she came out very strong. She has been, she has gone through battles, online battles. And she came out strong and still continued with preaching the gospel of Christ. I'm talking to every woman and every man out there. Share this video, comment, talk to me. Tell me if you know a person that is complaining about those weaknesses and bleeding and all that. and check on your sister next to you, check on your family members, check on your circle, your friends. Talk to them about anemia. Spread this gospel of anemia. We don't want to lose any other soul. Betty was a mom to her beautiful 2 babies. And I thank God because she had brought up her children with a lot of godliness. She was talking God to her children. And that is a lesson to us that have children. We should prepare our children even to live without us. We should prepare our children, feeding them with the right word, feeding them with the information that will make them stand one day when they are going through a lot of life issues. Okay? The word of God can help our children to stand even without our presence. We are not going anywhere. We are declaring that we will not die, we will live to declare the goodness of God in the land of the living. But at the same time, we are supposed to prepare our children, to let them know, to let them learn about God. Let no single day end without talking God to your children. Because that foundation you are creating is what will make your children stand. Even when you're far away, maybe you are no more, because death is inevitable. We can learn from our sister Betty. Or you are far away, maybe you're working away from your children. Those words that you spoke to them, those words that you taught them will make a foundation in their lives. I am mourning Betty as a woman I looked up to, because the songs that she sang spoke life to my soul. They spoke life. Even when I was going through a lot of stress, a lot of struggles, a lot of lack, she spoke life to me. And I thank God, because you see, that gospel is not ending with Betty. The gospel will continue spreading. He will preach even to our generations through her songs. That is why I want to challenge you today. Anytime you get a camera and place it in front of you, be very cautious of the words that you're speaking. Because anytime the words go out there, they definitely will have consequences. They'll either break a person, or they will strengthen someone somewhere. They will teach someone. Maybe you're speaking about the word of God. That word will speak to a person, and maybe they will transform and decide to be saved or follow Christ. So please, when you take a camera, teach people, okay? Talk life to people. Encourage people. Give the wisdom that you have to people. Don't break people, okay? Don't be a person who looks only on the negative. Don't be there to celebrate when people are falling, when people's situations are worsening. Pray for them. Talk life to them. Okay. Thank you so much. This is a video I'm dedicating to Betty Bayo, and may her soul rest in peace. She'll be ready to rest on Thursday, and we will never forget Betty. She was a woman of great strength. She was an evangelist, and I thank God because of that soul that she gave us for all those years that she has been alive. Thank you so much. Please talk to me. Let us encourage each other. And please check on your anemia. We don't want to lose any other soul because of lack of knowledge. Please spread this video and this knowledge. Share this video, okay? Recommend it to people so that they can learn. because I have gone through it, and I will not sit here and relax because God took me from that stage. I'll not sit down and relax watching people die because of anemia and because of cases that would have been dealt with earlier. Because even if she had leukemia, she would have been treated earlier when, if she knew what was happening with her body. Listen to your body, women. Listen to your body. Those that are working in Arab countries and even abroad, listen to your bodies. Prioritize your health. Check what you're eating. Okay? Eat food that are balanced. Eat food that are adding blood to your bloodstream. And above all, pray for that family and pray for people that are struggling with health issues. And let us change our lifestyle. Let us check on our health. Like for me, I have a week now. I'm not taking sugar. Yeah, I've decided to, to stop taking sugar because there are some complications I feel in my body, and I felt it okay with my body to stop taking sugar, and then I'll observe my body and my health and see what will happen and how it will work out. We are trusting in this God that is a very strong God, a very loving God, a very merciful God, and we'll go through it. And if you're sick and you're suffering and you have a condition that is bothering you, please go for checkups, take your medis, trust in God. He's our healer, okay? Trust in Him and everything will work out. I love you so much. I love you all. If you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe and stick around for the next video. Bye bye.